Okay, so first off, how did Shorty get his sword?
Okay, Shorty, how did the Shorty get his sword? Well, right before the movie starts, well, basically, uh, Shorty, this he encounters this girl that you saw basically at the end of the Shorty movie, and she tells him that you would need you would need some training before you go off into the woods or whatever. Then so he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. What the? I don't give a So anyway, so he starts training. He gets beat the shit out of, but he still managed to do the training. So that's when she gave him his sword, and he now uses it for things I don't know.
Alright, second question. Didn't like at a certain point of time, he made like an animation about Shorty having different forms,
Uh,
like the
as
cat form, all
as
that
of
stuff.
as of now, there was a few times Shorty turned into a cat, and a few times that he turned into Sonic form. But the only two forms they've been using was cat and Sonic form.
Okay then. Next question. Where did Shorty have a family? Did he have an owner or anything like that?
This is where Shorty's life story comes in. Okay, so um, and on one of the comics, the whatever comic, the what on the on the on the on this comic right here, what in my hand, which you cannot see, it explains Shorty how Shorty became Shorty, I guess. So he started out as a normal cat, just being a normal person. And he and his owner, his two owners, had to leave because they were getting a new house, and that's when Shorty never seen them again. And
Okay.
yeah, that kind of that's when Shorty's whole adventures came in.
Alright. Well, how did he meet his friends? Like some friends in the story that were old friends, and there was never really any lore to it. They were just like, "Hey, I'm here. Like, I'm your friend." Like, we didn't really get any information about that.
Okay, now excuse me while I explain every single part of Shorty's history. Okay, here we go. It's Shorty started off with four his four friends. I mean three. He started out with his girlfriend. Then he got two other friends named Pete and Joe. His girlfriend was Cola, which you should know. Uh, um, then Shorty goes to the well, tries to go to the park with her, and then they found out a mysterious hole. They fall into it, and then boom, pow! There, at Sonic's world. This makes no sense, but I guess that works. Then this is where Shorty's first comic comes in, where it starts off with Sonic just staring off into his face for no reason. Uh, and then Eggman invades and knocks out everyone. And then
All right.
Tails Sonic finds an emerald. Tails finds Shorty, which he's laying on the floor, dead. Knuckles is knocked out. And then Eggman attacks the woods. Okay then. Well,
Okay.
and that's okay now. Now time for the second book. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a lot of talking. Um, then in the second book, Eggman continues his attack. Uh, Jesus Christ, I'm starting to get anxiety.
That's okay.
Everything goes crazy. Um, I'm just gonna go. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that part. Um. So, any questions so far?
Yeah, I have one final question. Can I ask it?
Yeah, sure.
Are you gonna make a series of, Sonic and Shorty and Tails?
Uh, I already did, but I don't know if I'm gonna make another.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the story. Uh, Shorty, I mean not Shorty. Sonic gets hypnotized by one of Eggman's evil machines or whatever crap, and uh, then Shorty gets information about his girlfriend from that. Um, anyway, apparently his girlfriend is working for Eggman. That. Do you have any questions for that or no?
Not really.
Okay. Um. Anyway, that's when uh, that's when Shorty finds her at Eggman's secret bases, and Shorty goes after it, which then which then oh Jesus. So then how do I explain this? Uh, let's just say that Shorty got imprisoned. Then he ran. He escaped, but had a little problem. Then he came back, saved his friends, beat the ass out of Eggman, but he got shot in the heart. Oh man, what is this story? I don't know. He gets badly injured, saying that he only has 1% of surviving. Uh, which that makes no sense because if he had 1% of surviving, how could he survive that? Well, I mean, he could, but Jesus Christ, I'm sure he must have had a lot of luck. Anyway, that's when season 2 comes in, where Shorty has kids with his old girlfriend. The kids'
Okay.
names were wait, let me figure it out again. It was Kate, Max, and Owl. Kate, Max, and Owl.
Okay. It's
Um,
nice. It's nice names.
then he, Shorty's big brother comes in and tries to take his Shorty's wife, and then they have a big Shorty and his big brother have a fight. Uh, then there's another part of this book, but I don't even want to talk about it because that's the most weirdest script of the book. Anyway, let's go to the next part. Then, Shorty notices that his best friend, which you probably don't know yet, is okay. Let me just explain his best friend. His best friend is named Mario. So,
Mario.
yeah, Mario. He's been with him ever since cat school, whatever that is, and what is this script? Anyway, so Shorty noticed that his friend is having growth problems, and Shorty tries to help him. Oh man, Jesus Christ! Anyway, so Shorty tries to help him, and he's like, "Oh wait, I just noticed something." He knows his girl club, whatever thing that his friend could find a girlfriend in. Uh, uh, let's just skip to the part where I say he found a girlfriend. I don't even want to talk about the whole story. That's when Shorty died from one of his childhood rivals.
He died. How'd he
Well,
come back?
uh, you know that thing about cats having 9 lives? Yeah, that's
Oh
where
yeah, you
I.
took that literally.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Oh
did.
my god, this is so stupid. Anyway, so Anyway, Shorty as a ghost, he uh he was command this goat demon whatever thing told him to scare people. He has to scare people. Then the person he had to scare was his own wife. And he's like, oh fuck no, I'm not listening to some dumb demon dude. And one of his ghost friends was like, "You have to, or else you go to hell." This is so stupid. Um, and he's like, "You think I give a fuck?" Yeah. Anyway. Next part. Shorty comes back alive after a day, and then that's where life really hit him. That's when Shorty first met Puffy. You know, you should. He sounds familiar, right? You know the guy from the
Coffee.
yeah Puffy from the movie. You know,
I said coffee.
Coffee. What?
So he's like, oh, I met Coffee, my best friend.
No, Coffee's not his best friend. Coffee's not even as a person. Oh man. Hmm. Anyway, so Puffy took over. He took Shorty's wife, and now the wife, his waifu, are now likes Puffy. Then Shorty got homeless because of that. Because if he went back home, he would get beaten the shit out of. Because Puffy lied to his wife, saying that he used her, and now Shorty's whipping in
And
the
then,
streets.
wait, I know what happens next. After that, then he meets his best friend, Coffee,
Oh my
down the
god.
street. I'm sorry.
Oh
Just
man.
imagine just Shorty just like walking down the street. He's like, ah, man, I'm homeless. And then after that, what happens? He's like, hey, it's me, your old pal, Coffee. You want to come in?
I actually kind of did that in one of his books.
Wait, really?
Yeah, but instead of a best friend, it was his dad or something. Oh man. Anyway, let's keep going. So as he got homeless, he got more. He made a evils. I well, he didn't made him. Um, something evil came inside of him. Another clone of him. Yeah, I'm gonna say another clone. By the way, at this point, Shorty changed his hairstyle. I forgot to say that. Um, so when he did that, he kind of rose a demon inside him, and he's basically a clone of himself, but more evil. Like uh, then Shorty fights him off with Sonic, watching him because Sonic somehow managed to get inside his mind. What the fuck does that mean? And
I have a
so
question.
what?
When you said Shorty changed his hair, was his hair like a freaking onion, and then he changed it to whatever?
It's not an onion. No.
And an onion head.
You know, I think he had a bold cut. He had a bold cut. Yeah, that's what he had. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, Shorty he changed his hair to have a bold cut.
He
Then,
didn't want to have an onion head anymore.
so right after he defeat his evil self, he he got back into the real world. I guess, and the world is saved or whatever. And then Shorty's old waifu. I'm just gonna call it old now since she's not his waifu anymore, which you know her already. Anyway, um, she comes after him, and Shorty just runs out of the city, and now Shorty lives nowhere.
The homeless cat, basically.
He's not stray. He's a stray cat at this point. Anyway, now that that happened, Shorty's kids tried to help him. Uh, Shorty's own kids. Well, they used to be his kids, but not anymore. And So they tried to get him back to his normal life and stuff. They're like planning to figure out how to save Shorty. And Shorty goes like, "Yeah, maybe I should just live on a mountain." So he just starts climbing a mountain. Then he noticed that Puffy was on that mountain. He had a little whatever that was that he has some random gem in his hand. I don't know what the fuck that means. I kind of forgot what the plan for that was, but it was just something. Anyway, Puffy and Shorty start fighting again. Then Puffy knocks him down the mountain. Shorty has a freaking chase scene with a freaking avalanche coming down, a poisonized avalanche, whatever thing, and Shorty turns into ice. Uh, I forgot them. Oh, I just remembered to. I forgot to say something. Shorty, when before Shorty started climbing the mountain, he made this little friend. His friend is this Birdman. Well, not Birdman. He's just a bird, and he's like, "Don't go up the mountain. It's dangerous or whatever." So, but he went up there anyway. Anyway, back to the
And
chase
that,
scene. Wait,
oh,
do you have a question?
yeah. Is that where he meets Coffee Man?
Oh my freaking god, Angel. Is there any real questions you have?
Uh, yeah, was he really a bird man? I mean, like, was he like half naked, half bird, like an ugly furry, but instead of being a furry, would be a bird?
No, he's not really a birdman. He was just a normal bird.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Does at
Anyway,
any point in the story, Shorty go to breakfast, like, somewhere to eat?
no, he haven't ate anything for a while now.
Well, like at a certain point of time in the story, is he ever gonna go to like a place to eat, like a dining room or like, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
like a restaurant? Is
he's gonna get something to eat soon enough. Anyway,
that where he meets Mr. Coffee?
oh my freaking god, Angel, stop. Anyway, so after the chase scene, Shorty wakes up in a hospital or a cat hospital or whatever. And there's thousands of cat, well, not thousands, like I would just say, like 113 of them are cats in there. And that's when Shorty met a few people that already know him for some dumb reason. They're like, "Who the fuck are you assholes?" And they're like, "Uh, we're just some random people that we know." It's like Shorty's like, "What the fuck? How do you know me?" And then, and then, that's when Shorty noticed that one of the people that were that already knew him, he thought that he already know one of them, and then he's like, are you Cola's sister?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I am her sister. How the fuck do you know?" And I was like, she told me she had a sister like you." And and then uh, that's when Shorty promised that person that he would find a way to get her back with her sister. And then next book, um, so Puffy and Cola are about to have a wedding, or I don't even know how that works in Catville. I guess. Um. So she needs to find a person to babysit the kids, but there's no one around, and she had a few friends that she asked, but none of them wanted to babysit. So then she just decides to just put one of her kids in charge and then leaves them. That's basically the last time you ever see the Shorty's old kids. Then as she's about to go to the wedding, she finds Shorty on the streets again. She's like, what the fuck are you doing here?" And then Shorty says nothing. Just doesn't say no no, nothing, just nothing. And uh he just he stares at Cola with a way where she knows something is going to happen. So she just walks away from Shorty, and Shorty disappears. Then the wedding happens. Do you have any questions? If you're still there,
I have no other questions. Will there be a part two to this or no?
a part two of what?
Like I mean, for example, I'm basically giving you an interview and like a Q&A.
I mean, I'm not really sure.
All right. Well, I think that's good to end it here. Got a lot of answers.
Well, no. There's only a few more story left. Actually, there's not that much story left.
Okay.
We can finish it right now. So anyway, so at the wedding, they're about to get married, but then Shorty comes in and he rejects the wedding, saying he would make a deal with Puffy. He said to Puffy that if I die, then you can do your wedding. So then the deal happened, and as soon as that happened, war started between Shorty and Puffy, and uh hmm, I wait, where am I in the story now? Okay, so then Shorty makes his very first human friend. Uh, Angel's gone. Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking about the story while Angel's gone, so you can at least watch the video when I'm done with it. So, Shorty meets his human friend. Uh, so, uh, uh, but they're not friends yet. So, anyway, the human sees Shorty at the corner of her house, and Shorty is just staring at her, and they're both staring at each other menacingly. They're like, are you okay?" She said, and Shorty's like just saying nothing. Then he walks away. Then another chase scene happens where she just starts falling, Shorty. And then Shorty starts running faster and faster and start doing parkour and then then we got on the house roof. Started. Then she tried to talk to Shorty again. And why said, "Why are you running?" Oh man, why did I bring up that meme? Anyway, then Shorty finally started talking and says, "I don't really have the time to be around anyone." Anyway, whatever that means. So Shorty jumps off the roof and said, and then they start sliding downhill. Well, not downhill, down the road on this little crate, and a lot of obstacles came in. They bashed into some wall and managed to get into a a stage. I'm just gonna say a stage. You know that stage where you sing and shit. Anyway, so that's when Shorty and the human. Uh, by the way, the human's name is what was it again? Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte. And then they both start laughing because how crazy that chase scene was. They were like, yeah, that was kind of fun, I guess. That was actually kind of fun running around. And then the human says to Shorty, you want to be friends or something? And he's like, yeah, sure, I guess. Yes. And then she goes back home and Shorty just stays at the stage standing there watching her leave. And then that's when the next book comes where Shorty meets a new friend, a dog friend. He makes friends with a dog. And the dog has a different design compared to Shorty. And that's when I started changing Shorty's design. Anyway, so Shorty and the dog had a lot of fun. I don't really finish making this part of the story of Shorty. So I'm just gonna skip it to the part where Shorty gets his design changed, and that's when Shorty starts singing to himself, saying, "Oh fuck." He says, "Wait, let me just look at the words quickly." The words go, uh, I have he starts singing, "What the heck happened to me? I can't even feel my head. What the heck happened to me? Jesus Christ, I don't even want to sing this. I'm just gonna skip the cringe and go back to the story. So then Shorty finds, I mean, yeah, well not finds, goes to Tails. Well, no, Tails comes to him and says that Tails made a see the future machine. Yeah, I don't know how that's possible, but in this fan-made world, you can basically make anything possible. Anyway, so Shorty looks at his future a little bit, so he doesn't break the future. He sees that he's gonna have a lot of problems in his future. And he's like, when will the problems end? And then that's when the next book comes, where he, well, before the next part comes, he makes a home at a beach. Oh, well, I'm gone. Let me just zoom in into my my face over here. Anyway, so then she's like, yeah, at least have a house. And then that's when the next book comes in, where Shorty goes like, yeah, I want to visit someone. So then he comes back to his human friend Charlotte, and then he goes hey, can I live with you for now? He's like, yeah, sure, whatever, but only for a day. You're like, oh, okay, fine. I guess that works. And then Shorty comes in and he sees some of his old friends, like the gang, one of the gang of the girls that he knows, and another girl the girl that he promised to find his I mean her sister, get them back together. And anyway, that's when Sonic comes in. Well, not Sonic comes in. Where Sonic where we see what Sonic has been doing for a while, ever since the last time we seen them. And apparently, Eggman is missing in their world, and they're like, "Oh shit, where the fuck did Eggman go?" So, oh my god. So they think that Eggman went to Shorty's world. So they went to Shorty's world and getting ready to warn him. Anyway, back to Shorty. Shorty is more depressed than usual. He's like he's so pissed off. Anyway, then lunchtime came in. Then he meets Lavender. Yep, you heard me, Lavender. Anyway, so Shorty and Lavender had a chat. Uh, Shorty told Lavender how rough times Shorty been in, and he's uh he said he at least he ate. He said, uh, but then that's when Shorty said that this all happened because of one single lie someone said. And that's when everything got real crazy in the house. So many people started asking Shorty questions. Well, most of them were cats, but yeah. Anyway, Shorty goes, I cannot answer all those questions at once, and I think it's time for me to go. I'm out. I'm out of here. I'll see you never. And then that's when Lavender comes in and goes like, um, "I'll see you later, I guess." And then she leaves, but Shorty noticed that something's is off about Lavender, so he follows her into the woods. Again with the woods. Jesus Christ, how many times the woods has been mentioned in this story? Anyway, so Shorty finds cola in the woods for exactly I don't know what the heck is going on, and then they Shorty had to fight his own crush. Yeah, he still likes Sola. I mean not Sola. What the fuck, Cola. And then Shorty ran off in the woods. Then he came to a desert. Then he went back into the woods. And that's when the Shorty movie came in. You already know how. If you haven't watched the Shorty movie, I suggest you watch it now. Anyway, while the Shorty movie is going on, Cola gets a new job, and she gets more friends, I guess. She meets this little kid and this buff cat, I guess, and they're part of this little crime fighting team where they're agents or whatever, stopping crime and shit. Then while they're doing that kind of stuff, Koa sees Shorty in trouble, about to get crushed from a building. Then she grabs Shorty right before he fell on the floor. But then the building came in and she's like, "Yeah, fool, I'm out of here." Then Shorty gets crushed. Well, that's what we thought. No, people thought. Anyway, that's when Kola goes, uh, just walks away and you never see her again, I guess. Then, after the Shorty movie, season 6. We're at season 6 now. Well, 6.5. I don't know why this makes. Why did I do this? So on season 6.5, well, yeah, I guess so. Shorty is finally relaxing out of the rough times he's been, and, and Lavender comes in, and hmm, that's when these two heroic people came in, and one of them were the one that gave Shorty the sword, and another one was a person that he never met. The person that he never met was a she looked exactly like Shorty, but as a girl, and so they were talking, uh, and they asked Shorty if he wanted to be part of a heroic team where they also save crime, I mean, stop crime and stuff. I was about to say save crime. Oh my god, that would be anyway. So then sure is like, yeah, sure. After the life I've been through, I guess I might as well be a hero. And then that's um then they fight a monster. Then the six season 6.5, and then season 7. Well, it's still being worked on, but it's where Lavender finally looks into Shorty's city, well, that he used to live in, and they see their old friends and stuff like that, and then Shorty and Lavender um were starting to have a little feelings for each other, uh, and then yeah, that's basically up to date on Shorty's history. So I well uh I guess we're done. We are up to date on Shorty's. Oh yeah, Shorty. Well, Shorty started out back in 2019. Well, the beginning. I mean, at the ending of 2018, started out as just a Sonic, but with weird closing. I mean, not weird closing. Uh, different colored clothing and shit. Cat ears and his hair. Then now, present time, Shorty's now a full-grown cat beating the shit out of people with a sword and seeing a lot of things. What happens next into Shorty? Who knows? Now it's time to end this video. It was great talking about it. Okay then. Well, um, bye everyone. Happy birthday to myself. Uh, and I hope you have a pretty short day, I guess. I think I feel like I'm forgetting something. No, I'll do it. I'll do it later.